Hi everyone. I'm going to read the introduction that I've written to a version of the fairy tale, the story, The Emperor's New Clothes. It's a version that I heard in Syria when I was so fortunate to travel there a few years ago. And it's a version that I love very much. I love the story as much as the way I heard it all those years ago. Abdul Karim was no older than 9 when he blustered into my life, suggesting in a raspy voice that I buy him an ice cream from the stall opposite the street-side cafe in which I was taking advantage of the shade. Damascus was days away from the so-called Arab Spring and the endless civil war that was to fill the cemeteries and to bring terror and pain. But no one had yet smelled those terrible events on the breeze. There was no breeze. It was 40 degrees in the ancient souk of Hamidiyah. Everyone, from the cafe regulars to the thick-set German tourists who seemed to be everywhere, looked as though they had been doused with buckets of water. The little boy had slipped into the cafe with a shoeshine box and a mile-wide smile, clicking a pair of worn-out brushes together as he wove in and out between the tables and the smoke. Tugging at my shirt sleeve, he asked if I wanted to avail of his services. I nudged a thumb down at my feet. Flip-flops, I said with a wink. Abdul Karim sat on the stool beside mine and introduced himself. Then, with a grin worthy of a Cheshire cat, he cocked his head across the street. "Ice cream with waffle cone," he said. "Best of the best." "Really? Best of the best?" The boy put down his brushes and gave me a double thumbs up. And so I paid for my coffee, stepped out into the sunshine and bought a single vanilla ice cream with a waffle cone, and I handed it over. Abdul Karim and I took a stroll through the labyrinth of back streets as he licked his melting ice cream, the shoe-shine box under his arm. Every few feet he would point to a shop or to the silhouette of a wizened figure standing in a doorway and make a disparaging remark well beyond a boy of his years. "That man is wanted by the police for forgery," he would say. Or, "He's stolen his business from his uncle." Or, "That man over there killed his own brother, but he's got away with it so far." As Abdul Karim crunched the last mouthful of waffle cone, the Cheshire cat smile never leaving his lips, we turned the corner into the textile bazaar. Every conceivable colour and quality of silk was on sale at grand emporiums and little stalls no larger than a wheelbarrow. My new friend led me into an unremarkable emporium, and we emerged into one of the loveliest rooms I've ever experienced, filled with clattering looms. It was an ancient hammam, shafts of dazzling light streaming in from the domed ceiling above. Abdul Karim paused, and for a moment his smile vanished. "I know a story that was itself woven in here," he said. "A story? What story?" "The story of the brigands and the caliph." And that is how I heard the tale of the Emperor's New Clothes from the young lips of Abdul Karim.